Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Triple N Media. I am Dr. NIK NIKAM, and today we are going to take this PortraitPro version 17 for a test drive. So let us begin. Let's open an image. Here I have a beautiful picture of this outlines the picture, and we say this is a female model. Okay, this is Neelam Gill, who is a supermodel, British Indian, and she models for Abercrombie. Anyway, so the PortraitPro already outlines some of the features of the face, and we're just going to adjust some of these so that it looks like it is supposed to be, so we're not cutting off any parts of the body to make sure. So and let's extend his eyebrows a little bit, and same thing we're going to do here. We're going to increase the length of the eyebrows so they look pretty. And here we have the eyes, which are pretty good. Make them look like, all right. So we have the lips outlined here, and this is how the original one looks, and this is going to be after, once we start working on this particular model. So let us begin. First we have the face sculpting, skin smoothing, smoothing of the skin lightening and coloring. Then we have makeup, eyes, mouth, nose, hair, picture, and the background. So let's start off with just little changes here. Changes the face shape, eyes, widening, mouth, plumpy lips, nose, and things like that. So what we'll do is we'll just slightly increase this and see what we're going to get. Not a big difference, but you can see some increase in eye size. And before I proceed, I want to tell you this original picture looks pretty flat. It's kind of pale, and there's not much makeup here. It looks like a two-dimensional picture. So let's see if we can turn that into a super supreme model with beautiful makeup. All right, so let us come back to this if we need to, and we want to smooth the skin. So let's just bring it out. Look at the skin here. Well, I need to get rid of this. It's kind of hard to get rid of that. It always shows up. Anyway, so if you look at the skin, it's not really smooth, and some of the areas here you will see the difference. So what we're going to do is we're going to smooth out the skin around the forehead, cheeks, and eyebrows, and all these things. So here is the skin smoothing part of the software, and it is already beginning to show some life. As you can see, the skin looks much smoother compared to these areas, and especially the cheek, now the nose, everything looks kind of smooth. So we can go all the way here. I think that's a little too much, so we are going to stop here. We can always come back and fiddle with this as we want. All right, now we're going to go to makeup. Lipstick. So these lips look kind of pretty dry and flat, so let's give some coloring to the lips. So we're going to add some color. Now we are already beginning to see some difference in the picture before and after. But look at here, the lip margins are not covered, so and that's, we need to drag these angles further out so that it will cover the lips. Now it's covering the lips. Maybe it's a little too much. So what I do is I simply drag it back, and that's good. See, now the picture is already beginning to have some color. It is already beginning to show some three-dimensional features. First, we have smoothened the skin. We increased the face shape from being broad to more like oval. Then we have added some lipstick. So let's move on to the next mascara. Why not? Let's try some of that mascara. If you pay attention here to the eyelids, you can see the effect of mascara. See this blend. Now it's beginning to show some eyelids. I like to. Okay, now you can see some mascara. You can see the effect of mascara compared to this original image. Now we are beginning to see some life in this picture. All right, we are done with the mascara part. We're going to move on to the upper eye shadow. Let's see what it does. If you pay attention here, this is a shadow of the upper underneath the eyebrows, and you can see here, and now we can see the difference. I think we just added a little bit, that's fine. And lower eyeshadows, I don't know if we need to. Let's see, it's already moved all the way up. That's fine, we don't need to worry about that. Now we need an eyeliner, and you see the eyeliner here. It was not there, but it has already added some eyeliner. So let's see if we can add some more here. Eyeliner. Yeah, I think we already have some eyeliner there from the overall sculpting. So next we're going to go to blusher. So let's add some blusher. All right, so it's beginning to give some different shades, and the blusher is working pretty good. The most important part I will tell you is the bronzer. Once I touch this, you will see a dramatic difference. See what I mean? Now we got beautiful coloring of the rose cheeks and a beautiful appearance of the face with contrast, and now it's beginning to look like a three-dimensional image. All right, we can increase the bronze if you want. It gives more warmth to the picture. This kind of pale, and compared to that, you can see this picture is beginning to show three-dimensional, real life reflection of this supermodel Neelam Gill. All right, so that bronzing is my favorite part of this sculpting, and we can increase this. And I will show you later on, we can actually, if you want to give a different tone, you can do this by moving it to the different shade. So bronzing is done. Let's move on to highlights. So let's see what we can do with the highlights. So the highlights I don't think we need, because the bronzing has done a pretty good job here. Eyebrow pencils. So let's see. Okay, that's all we need. So as you can see in this example, it tells exactly what it is doing. I want to just darken the eyebrows. That's all I need. Okay, that's good compared to the other one, the before picture. Now let's go work with the eyes. Look at this white part of the eyes. We're going to clean up that part. So we're going to increase the whiteness. So as you can see, the eyes look clear. The white part of the eye is beginning to look clear, and we can even whiten this eyes some more. And we're going to work on the pupil here. The pupil, you can see it much better compared to this one. We are going to darken the pupil if needed. Then we'll come back and adjust that. Okay, this is good. We need to sharpen the eyebrows. So these are the eyebrows. So as you can see, we can sharpen. Now we're going to work with the iris. We can change the color of the iris. The best way to change the color of the iris is, as you can see here, we have some blue, some orange, black, green, all these things. We can try which one looks best. Let's try the green ones. See, it picks up the green color from the top. And that may be too bold, and I would go with something blends with the model along with the surroundings. So let us try brown. Brown kind of just blends too much with the background here and the face. We need some contrast, so we can try some gray. Or even gray looks beautiful because it picks up the gray color from the top, and Either we can try gray or we can go to blue. But I think I like the gray better because it outlines the iris. But if you can see, the iris is not completely covered. So what we need to do is we go to the circle here and we're going to increase the circle here so it would cover the eye. See, now it covered the eyes. And we'll do the same thing here, so we can increase the size. And you can see it did. Now you can see the difference. It looks like the eyes are popping out of her sockets and blending with the top, which kind of matches what. All right, so where were we? So we were with the eye colors, and we don't need to do anything about the rest of the stuff. So let's close the eye component. Now let's come to the mouth. As I said, look at the lips here. The skin is dry, almost wrinkled, and lifeless. And look at this here, and we're going to make it much more interesting here. She doesn't show any teeth, so we don't need to work on the teeth. And what we're going to do is we are going to work with her lipsticks a little bit. Darken the lips. Okay, that's pretty good. Then we are going to, no teeth. So I want to moisten the lips because that always gives a beautiful life. Look at these lips and look at that. I mean, it's like day and night. Look at this moist lips with the beautiful blending color. Now we can add some hue to the lips so that they look much more lively. Okay, now since she's an Indian supermodel, I would like to make sure that her hair color is darker. And if you look at the hair color, it has already, with the overall sculpting, it has already created darker hair here compared to the like sort of a grayish hair. So what I would like to do is increase the darkness. That will increase the eyebrows and the lashes, all these things, so everything looks prettier. So as we can see, we are increasing this one, and as you can see, as I'm doing this, the hair is getting darker, and now it is standing out from the rest of the face. So now we can add a little shine to the hair so it doesn't look like it is just lying there. We can also add some vibrance. All right, so that's pretty good. Let's move on to the overall picture. The overall picture, we can change the temperature, and temperature is like this. That's not what we want, and this is, I think, yeah, something like this. What a difference between this one and this one. What do you think? Okay, and we can increase the exposure also if you want, but I don't think we need exposure. I just want to make sure we can see the three-dimensional appearance of this picture. Okay, so that should be it. And we can also change the background, but I'm not going to go into the background because this video is running almost into 15 minutes. But now, ladies and gentlemen, you see before, I'm sorry, it puts all those markers. You see before and after. Well, I hope you like this presentation, and please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will be back again with another interesting video. Thank you so much for your attention. I am Dr. NIK NIKAM, and this is Triple N Media.